Welcome everybody back to the channel. We're checking out Axis Football 2020. We're going to be starting a franchise mode on this. If you guys don't know, this is a newly... they make Axis Football games about every, I believe it's 2 years. This is the newest installment, just came out about, I believe, a week ago. Their franchise mode on this game is amazing. Not necessarily playing as a character, it's still kind of quirky because there's only a couple guys working on this game. But if you play from coach perspective, it's great. It's like you're watching a football game, but you're controlling it kinda, and you get to build your team up and try to take them to the so-called Super Bowl. Now, because this is not the NFL, there are not actual NFL teams. They are all kind of made up players, and the playoff system is structured a little different. I'm not even quite certain how it works. I've seen some videos, but nonetheless, it is a very fun experience. So we are gonna get started with a new series here, and we're gonna see who we're gonna go for. Now, in real life, I am a Dallas Cowboys fan, so I guess if we really wanted to, we could take over for Dallas, but I kind of want a team that's struggling. So, I mean, let's see what they're looking like. Their best player is a wide receiver, 2 offensive linemen. Their A overalls, wide receivers in 88. But they're looking pretty good. So I am originally from Ohio, so I guess I could go Cleveland. I do like some Browns here and there. Single back, 4-3. You know what? We're gonna go with the Cleveland Coyotes. Alright, random rosters, unlimited funds, random tier placement. Yeah, we don't want any of that. Start. So, this first episode is just gonna kind of be an overview of what everything is looking like in all of these tabs and basically what this game holds here. So you have your dashboard. Obviously, you got your schedule, 16 games in a year. You can look at the league. You can watch playoffs. Okay. I'm gonna look at this. Seed 4, Tier 3. Okay. So Seed 4, Tier 3, it's Seed 1, Tier 3. So there are different tiers. So your main playoffs is gonna be your Tier 1. But you gotta be a pretty damn good team to be in Tier 1 to compete for the All-Out Championship. So I believe the way this works, I don't know if, so you have Tier 3 playoffs. I don't know if you only get to play in this, if you make it to here and beat them, or if you get to then go up to the Tier 2. I don't believe, it doesn't look that way. Yeah, it looks like wherever you finish tier-wise is where you're going to play. So, that it's kind of confusing, but you'll see as the season starts, it's kind of interesting. You have your awards; these will fill up through the season. When you decide to hop into the game, this is what we're going to be doing: is coach game. Standings. Okay, now here's what I'm talking about. So you have Tier 3 standings. These are all your Tier 3 teams, your Tier 2 teams, and your Tier 1 teams. So it looks to be 12 in each. I don't know how you get promoted. I genuinely do not. We'll find that out. Probably just how you finish at the end of the season, or if you do good in the playoffs, probably, I would imagine. Stats, that's kind of self-explanatory. They actually have some decent stuff in here for an indie game. It's not bad at all. Your league leaders, team leaders, personnel. Here is where you get basically overview of your team. Trades, free agency, like you got free agency, different tabs. Quarterbacks, decent quarterbacks for free agency. They're all, oh, he's actually kind of young. Eric Holmes. Trading, you can trade up to 4 items at a time. Players, picks, whatever you want. Team morale. What goes into a lot of how good your team is going to do, besides just player ratings and winning games, you have your team morale. tells you stuff that affects it, and then stuff that like what affects the team morale and what team morale affects. So there you go. It's kind of confusing. So like this stuff will improve or decrease a morale, and then having a good or bad morale will affect this stuff here. So next you have your depth chart. We'll get a look into this on the next episode. It's looking like a pretty horrendous team right about now. I'm going to be honest. Our quarterback is actually decent, so I like that. Player contracts, injuries, practice squad. So you have I think it's 15. You have 15 practice squad spots. So if you need a couple players that you don't necessarily want to use, but you kind of want to keep around just in case players get injured, that's what that is pretty good for. I'm sure they can be used for bringing players up in like training. I'm not quite sure. Front office, coaching staff. Here is another reason why this game is, in my opinion, 10 times better than Madden. It's actually kind of how the old NCAA games worked. You have your coaches and coordinators, and then position coaches and scouts. So you have like your head coach, then your offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, and special teams coordinator. And then you have all your position coaches: quarterback, running back, reception coaches, or receiving coaches, D-line coaches, linebacker coaches, defensive back coaches, offensive line coaches. And then you have scouts. We'll get into that more here in just a second. Practice strategy. You can push your guys harder every week or lighter every week, depending on what the team's feeling like, and then you get points to assign. Scouting. So you get scouting points every week for each different scout you have. You have a scout for the West, Central, Southeast, and Northeast. Now, depending on what area of the country you're looking at, you're going to get better prospects from everywhere else. See, right here, you have a scouting report. National Scouting Report. The National Scouting Report is a yearly table showing the quality of players in each region. It is useful for identifying which positions to scout in different regions. You have different qualities, like you may find quarterbacks the best in like the Northeast and the West. It's all gonna, I don't know if it varies from different loads of your franchise, like if you start one and then go to another one, I don't know if they're all the same or not. So it could be different, I'm not sure, but this costs $2 million at the start. I'm probably going to end up purchasing that in episode 2. Also, you have facilities. So this will all impact your team morale. Stadium, training, rehab, transportation. That's kind of interesting. So yeah, there's some depth there. And then your financial report, obviously, because you are running a business, so you're going to have revenue, expense, profit after every game, and you kind of get a rundown of that here. So, I know that was a lot of talking and very quick. Feel free to go back and look. Next episode, we're going to take a look at the team, and we are going to play our first game against the San Francisco Sharks. Looks like it's going to be a pretty even matchup. So that's what to look forward to in the next episode. So please smack the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, comment. I love to see some comments down there, interact with all you guys, all new members and existing. So this is going to be a series. I don't know quite how long I'm going to do it. If it gets a lot of attention, I'll probably do it a little longer, but it's all going to depend on you guys. I for sure am going to do at least one season of it, but I might stop there if I'm not getting the desired attention for it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Hey guys, I was just doing some editing for the this first video, and I just want to let everybody know, I don't think I made it clear in the introduction that the quarter lengths are going to be like 10 minutes long. So every gameplay is, or every episode, I should say, is going to be fairly long. They're going to be anywhere between about 40 and probably 50 minutes to an hour. That's just what every episode is going to be like. And I just wanted to let everybody know because it would be kind of long episodes. and if you guys would want it to be shortened, I could shorten it. It's just going to be a little less enjoyable for me. I like the longer quarters. It's nice. You get time to make decisions and possibly come back if you make mistakes mid game. So yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know, and uh, thanks for watching the video, guys.